One. Hello to you, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my live stream in which we talk about many different topics, discussions about anything and everything in the dynamic sense. I may speak kind of quickly, okay, but I can slow down. Today we have Shin Hart with us, She Hart with us, and Emmanuel War and Kim from Vietnam, the teacher. How have you been?
I'm okay, right?
Okay. And as I say before, it's good to prepare yourself. I want to talk about two topics today. But Kim, if you got anything to say about a particular type of a sentence or words, you can write them down.
Yes.
Be be prepared when you come into the stream. I am a conversationalist. I like to talk about many things rather than just English. Okay?
Yes.
So Kim, how is your day today? How is it going?
Uh, Today is so happy because I don't have to teach today, but maybe in September I also have to teach on Sunday, right? This morning I played badminton with my sports friends. So, and how about you? How was your day today?
Yes, I woke up pretty weird today. I played basketball for like 2.5 hours, and I'm not supposed to wake up, but I woke up like an hour ago. My time right now is 4:20 a.m. and I
Mm,
got up at 3 a.m. And then I was checking the internet, and I found out that people was telling me about reincarnation and slavery, and I made a video about it. But this is going to be different from the video. I already made the video already. But I just want to clarify things so people can understand. Okay. But other than that, I'm doing okay. And I got up and I tell people in advance when I'm doing a stream in my public group and in my private group. Okay. But other than that, it's okay. Okay.
Today you are free from your kids, right?
Saturdays and Sundays is the best days to get in touch with me. Yes. I feel free. I feel free. I don't live with my wife because she's dirty. Okay, she came from Africa. Okay, and she tends to not understand what cleanliness is when you come to America with a person like myself. Okay, I don't like dirty things. Okay,
So, and how about others? Okay, Sharia,
yeah, that's how you pronounce it. Because I look at Shehriar and I look at Sheriar. Yeah, this way. Yeah,
Sharia,
see.
and
Uh huh.
Yeah,
Anoa. How was your day
yeah,
today?
Anwar. I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm okay, right? Today is my free day. I
Uh,
don't have to teach, right?
yes, is it your public holiday?
Not public holiday because today is Sunday, and this is summer vacation, so I don't have to teach on Sunday. But in September, and the school year starts, I also have to teach on Sunday at home because a lot of classes at home. Right.
Oh, great.
I hear the chicken.
Uh,
I hear the chickens coming to roost.
Can you hear
It's,
me?
yeah, I hear chickens. Is that you, Kim, with the chickens in the background? That sounds clear. Have you noticed, Kim, that the noise in the background sound much more clear than what when we're talking in front? Isn't that weird?
Yes. Can you hear the background noise?
Yeah, it's the chicken. I can hear the chickens very
Yeah,
clear. Like,
right. The chicken, right.
yeah. Or it's a rooster. Isn't it a rooster?
Uh, so I know what this. Okay. Where are you from?
yeah, I'm from Bangladesh. It is Asian subcontinent country.
Yes,
Did
I
you
said
hear the name Bangladesh?
Bangladesh. So it means now just 2:23 p.m. Right? 2:23 p.m.
223. Yeah, exactly,
I know
exactly.
Bangladesh. Right.
Oh, you
So
contain a lot of information about Bangladesh. as I know.
Yes. So this is the first time I have seen you. Okay, sorry. What do you do?
I'm saying you have a lot of information about Bangladesh. I
I have
think.
some friends from Bangladesh, right? But this is the first time I have seen you. Okay, what do you do? Sorry, what do you do?
Uh, uh, I'm a
What is?
student. Currently, I'm studying at bachelor degree. That's been undergrad. Uh, Sorry.
Are you a student?
I'm
He's
studying
a
bachelor
student.
degree.
Okay.
It's a University of Rajshahi. Uh,
Okay.
University of Rajshahi. Mm.
Are you a
Uh,
student
and the
in
pharmacy
university?
department, pharmacy faculty. Y-
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm a student. I'm studying pharmacy department at University of Rajshahi.
I see. I see. I see.
So how was your day today, War?
It's great today. Because I'm passing my day with my friends, as well as I have done some common activities like doing my academic class by online. So it's amazing to stay at home. I personally like staying home.
Hmm.
That's why it's a great day for me.
Ê, Minh Đèo,
Okay.
ok gì?
Uh,
Ok không? Ok không?
Well, hello.
Minh
Somebody
Đèo,
said hello. Hello to you too.
lâu gì tôi nói
Are you
dạo.
writing something, Kim? What do you got for us? What did you have for today?
Ê, Minh Đèo. Okay, maybe today we talk about some sentences, right? I have some sentences for you. Ê, Minh
Okay.
Đèo. Ê, Minh Đèo. Minh Đèo.
yeah, I'm struggling with my poor network connection. That's why you might be here slowly. Uh,
I can hear you very clearly, Anna War. Can you hear me clearly?
oh, yeah, I'm getting it clearly, but Kim, ma'am, I couldn't get you clearly.
Ê, Minh Đèo.
It's what's the reason? I don't know.
Oh,
Uh,
maybe because she
I'm
has
getting you
noise in the
barely.
background. Yeah, there's some noise in the background from Kim's side.
Yes.
Ê, Minh
But she's
Đèo.
right.
Thì tắt tiếng con ồn con. Muốn gì Minh Đèo? Minh Đèo. Thiện.
Okay. I muted her mic. So I want to talk about these two topics before I forget, okay? But please understand that you know, slavery has existed for all races. Okay, for all races. And there's people from other countries looking into America and trying to understand the history of America. It's very simple. The white man came over and exterminated Native Americans and had blacks as slaves. There were also Irish as slaves, and they had their own people as slaves. Okay, so everyone had someone or some ethnic group as a slave. In America, people like to talk about slavery, but they tend to forget that they're not slaves. They don't focus on themselves to make things better. History is destructive when you use it as a crutch. Okay, if you keep thinking about the terrible history of humanity, it creates chaos. Okay, and I teach guys and people all across the world in America and everywhere else with using common sense. I started learning about slavery when I was 17, and I didn't feel that I was a slave. So I had to pull up on my bootstraps, right? And get myself together. And I have. I've traveled to Ethiopia. Okay, I've tried to talk to my fellow brethren, But some people just don't like education. And that is what I want to say about slavery. If you talk about it, it opens up a can of worms. It creates problems. Okay. So who's coming here? RM. Hello to you, RM. How you been?
Hey guys, I'm doing okay. So what about you?
I'm doing okay. I'm talking about two topics today, and Kim may have something for us in the private chat. And of course, I was talking about slavery and how people in America tends to gravitate towards that slavery. Everyone has been a slave, from Irish, and even some races got almost wiped out, like the Native Americans. Okay. And of course, I try to tell people to stop focusing in on the past. Oh, we got Pamina has come in. Okay, her network is acting a little funny. And Shinharhar, okay. I was explaining to people how they should have to stop focusing on the past and start fixing themselves to evolve. Okay. And that's what I want to talk about when it comes to slavery.
Okay,
It's not
okay.
it's not wise to think about it, and it's not wise to what do you call it, dwell upon the past. How have you been, Tamina? How is your day so far?
I'm actually a little bit sick, but now I'm better.
Okay, RM, how is your day so far today?
Um, yes, a little bit. Actually, I'm in rest now because actually I'm sick a little bit yesterday. That's why today is I'm in leave. Okay, not all. Fine, I'm.
Yes, it's hard to hear you. I don't know what it is. Network issues. Okay.
But I am clearly hearing you. I didn't face any network issue today.
Okay. Okay, so RM, how is your day today? RM?
Yeah, so my day was going well, and also I was a little bit busy. So right now, I'm walking on the street, and I'm going to my room basically. Yeah,
Okay.
but yeah, so it was cool. Okay.
Okay. Kim, do we have any discussions or any lessons today? Kim, you are a teacher. Okay. You already have the information in front of you. I saw you with a book. I don't have a book in front of me, but you can talk to us about some sentences or write them to me and I can post them. And I will eventually talk about reincarnation a little later on, because I've already talked about slavery and the mentality of
Kim
in
has all
America
the time
about
something to
slavery.
teach everyone.
So go ahead, Kim.
I said, Kim has all the time some material to share with people.
So
As
what
she
did
is
you?
teacher, she is keen to teach on every platform.
Okay, Kim, your speaker. I can't hear you, Kim. That's probably a network issue. So how you been, Anna War? Are you okay? I try to talk to each one of you when I get the chance to see if you have anything on your mind. Okay, Anna War, are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay, and yes, I'm okay, and I'm hearing. Yes, I'm okay. I'm hearing to you, and you are really awesome. You made a good conversation earlier, and hope I will enjoy it by you.
Okay, hold on. Okay,
Uh,
Kim wants me to write something here. Hold on, let me just see here. And she wrote down. Here we go. Okay, Kim wrote down here. She wrote, traditionally, Americans and Asians have very different ideas about love and marriage.
Yes, I'm completely agree with Miss Kim.
Yes, it is. Exactly.
Okay, so what is your point of
Yes,
view about that, Kim? Kim,
it's totally. I agree with you.
Kim, go ahead. Talk about your subject. You said traditionally, Americans and Asians have very different ideas about love and marriage. Give us your opinion about that.
Okay, now can you hear me? Yes. That is the topic for the students of grade third in Vietnam. They talk about marriage and love, right? And there is the difference between Americans and Asians about love and marriage. You know, Americans they just appreciate a marriage, romantic marriage, but Asians they mention the marriage based on I mean that consensual marriage based on decision from their parents. So I mean that a boy and a girl, they don't love to each other, but their parents decide on their marriage. Can you get my point?
Yes, I understand.
Yes.
In America, it's like taboo. Okay, everyone does have their own culture. Okay, and of course, it's okay. It's totally fine to have perspectives about marriage. You know, the thing I disagree with in foreign lands, some lands like in India, they give off their daughters at the age of 13. What do
Yes.
you think about that?
I see. I know that at the age of above 18 we can get marriage, but some places, for example, in Asia, right? Some women they are not at the age of 18, but their parents ask them to get marriage, right? That's either I don't know how to say in English. Do you know any words for this situation in English?
Yeah, yeah, it's called pedophilia.
Yes,
Okay,
yes, yes. Now can you tell it?
pedophilia is the case where these parents don't understand that the child is not mature enough
Yes, I see.
to get married. And so when I look down upon that, I believe that there's a system already in place and people don't care about it because of the patriarch, those older patriarchs, the older heads in other countries. Okay. And
Yes,
that's not a good thing because the rape goes on in those countries, and I don't approve of it. I
yes,
just feel that people should make their own decisions when it comes to marriage.
yes,
But not at that age. That is too young. Okay.
yes. And there is also a famous movie from India or Bollywood, right? Maybe talk about a bride, not 18 years old. This is very famous. Do you know it? Do you know that movie?
There's a movie. It's there's tons. There's a couple movies I have watched, but I can't remember the name. But I
Yes,
do remember one movie. It was called The Geisha, and it
yes,
was about an American man or European man going to Japan
yes,
to get a girl, underage girl, and he molded her. He trained her. He wanted to be with her, and it was kind of disgusting to me. Okay, because I was like, this has been going on for thousands of years.
yes,
And the geisha are women who are trained in the art of Japanese culture to to learn how to be seductive for men at a very early age. And when these women are brainwashed, these children, not true women, but these daughters, these females are trained that way. I believe that I call that abuse. Okay. They're
yes,
forced. They are actually forced to do such a thing. And then they're sold. They are sold to the highest bidder. A terrible thing, but it still exists to this day.
Yes. So some people talk that Americans often believe in romantic marriage. Do you think about this?
Okay, hold on. Oh, okay, every time I do that. All right, there we go. I gotta highlight it and select it, copy, and then go to comments. Then they gotta click the comment box. Then they gotta hold it down. They're gonna push a paste. Then
Yes.
it pops up, and then I can highlight it. Okay, those are that's the process I have to do on my phone just to get it shown on the screen. Okay, it says Americans believe in romantic marriage. This is now I'm gonna tell you about Americans. I'm talking in general for the whole entire America. Okay, men don't care for men. I think this happens all across the world. Men are not romantic creatures. Psychologically, they are not romantic creatures. Romance comes into play when a female has been given romance novels. Okay, she watches TV. She gets entwined with the idea of romance. Okay, the purpose of a man, he just wants sex, and he uses that as a weapon or maybe to procreate. Okay, we got noise in the background. I'm gonna start muting mics. Okay, okay.
Let's see.
Okay. And so when we have this type of culture, America has like the biggest number of pedophiles in the world. They are very rich and prominent. Okay, and so men on the occasion they do that. They have been doing it since they arrived in America. All right, it's not ceased at all, and it's still continuing in other countries. But men technically are not romantic. It's the women who portray this image. Okay, and
Yes.
that's a sad fact. Mostly, it's a sad
Yes.
fact. Yes.
Yes. I see. I see what you mean, right?
So
So
let's ask other individuals about their opinion about traditions about American different ideas about love and marriage. Go ahead, Ryan. How you been, Aram? Ryan?
Yeah, yeah, yes. I'm listening, both of you. Okay, you are discussing about marriage, love marriage, and romantic marriage. Okay, or arranged marriage. Okay. Yeah. So in my country also, most of the peoples, like to, love marriage or like to also arranged marriage. Okay. Yeah.
So how is your culture like out there? Do they marry them off at an early age, or is this true or not? I don't know, Ryan.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, yeah. So most of the people, like to marry after 20 years. Okay, after 20 years.
They have to be
Yeah,
28 years old.
yeah. 20, yeah, between 20 and 30 years. Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is the ideal age for men or women to get married in your country?
Yeah. Between 18 and 22. Between 18.
18,
Yeah.
18 to
20.
22. Yes. I think
Yeah.
that age is so early, so young for couples to get married because maybe they are not old enough, they are not mature, right? Do you think so, Mandel?
Yeah.
I believe the magic number is 18, but even at 18, they have to be trained. In America, this is a big problem in America. Most children, most kids, most adults aren't children. I mean most most adults are children, and they have not been raised properly by a father. I had to literally raise myself because my stepdad was not there. I had to learn from the streets, from alpha males who took advantage of women in their weakest hour. So I believe that I didn't want to be a womanizer. I wanted to try to be logical. not take advantage of someone's weakness. So I believe that even if a woman's 18 and she don't have the potential, she don't have the training. This is very important. This
Yes.
women in America, they have sex by the age of 13 and up, 16. That's their high point in America. Yes. Between 13 and 16, they're having sex. Okay. And I want to ask Shahinhar about his opinion about this. Okay, what's going on in his country? Because I'd like to try to get to everyone. Okay, before this video ends, I don't want to be long-winded. So, Shahinhar, what do you think about this topic?
Well, in our country, most of the people have a joint family system. People used to live with their families, and they prefer to have marriage of their children between 22 to 25 for girls specifically, if I talking about, because they used to complete their master's education maximum, and then their parents prefer to have their marriage. For boys, the age can be exceeded up to 28 or 29. Just like myself, and I think 27 or 8 or still staying single, not having married. Well, but in rural areas where there's some lack of education and uh, sensibility, there people have marriages on early ages, as the guy has said in Bangladesh, because the culture is almost same. Pakistan, Bangladesh, Afghanistan, India, there the rural areas, the families have the marriage of their children on the early ages, just under 18 or 19, specifically if I talk about the ladies. But in the developed country, developed cities, towns, people prefer to have their education first, having some professional career, and afterwards they have some marriage. But most probably, here is the culture of arranged marriages, nor love marriages. In our country, the statical behavior of love marriage is not so much encouraged, and the marriages which not go for long are love marriages.
Okay. So what about when women get divorces? Do they take men to court and take their dowry? They take their monies?
Yeah, actually, if I talk about the religious point of view, as our religion, the religion also empowered the woman as well, and has guided the women about their rights, and they can not only claim divorce and their rights religiously, but also as the country laws as well. They can go to the court or to some judge to have their rights, to ensure or providing them their rights. So
Hmm.
there's not so much divorce ratio in our country. It's a little small as compared to other Europe or African countries.
So what do you think could be some solutions to better your country's relations when it comes to marriage?
Sorry, could you repeat?
What is your opinion on some solutions to fix the problems of marriage problems and relationships?
Actually, education is a very key factor for having some knowledge and the training and the behavior and the grow up mechanism the children have from their parents, and it also depends upon the atmosphere of their homes as well. Specifically, if I talk about the girls follow their mother, so the mother character is very important to build, specifically for the training of a lady who has the marriage in the future. So
Hmm.
I believe that it depends upon the education and the atmosphere of the home.
Hmm.
It also depends upon the relationship of the parents, the children who see their parents, how they live, his father and mother are living, how they are living, so they get that something from them as well, as a role model or as an example.
Okay. Right. Right hand. Right hand. What do you think could be some solutions to fix these marriage problems and these allotments?
Sorry, sir. Actually, I can't hear you properly because your voice is sometimes broke down.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me see something. Can you hear me now? Hold on. Let me do something here. Can you hear me now, Ryan? Okay, hold on. It happens sometimes. Just be there. Hello? Can you hear me, Ryan?
Yes, I can hear you right now.
Okay. What are some good solutions, some good ideas or opinions that you have that can fix these marriage problems in your country and abroad?
Oh my God! Actually, right now also I can't hear it properly. What's seven? I don't know.
Okay. Kim, can you hear me? Kim. Yeah, your audio. I can't hear you. You might have a sensitive mic, or it could be the network. Okay,
I
hold on.
think
Let me
he
get.
has a network problem.
Can you hear me, Shahira?
Yes, I hear.
Okay. Hmm. It says Kim's mic is not connected.
Might be her mic is mute.
Yeah, it says it's not connected. I don't know why.
Yes.
I think yes. Now we can hear you.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Kim.
Yes. I'm okay. So what did you ask me, Mandel?
Yeah, I was talking to right hand, but he could not hear me, and he removed himself. So the network is pretty acting up right now.
Ra ngoài thì nó ồn gì?
Hello, Kim.
Yes.
Okay.
It seems
What could be some solutions to marriage in your country and abroad?
Mandel, the sound is not good. It is repeated many times, and I can't hear anything.
Okay, hold on.
We can end the session now if you have some connectivity problem.
Ủa gắn Bluetooth đó Thị. Gắn Bluetooth. Ủa con làm Bluetooth không? Mày gắn Bluetooth rồi nhưng mà mày gắn Bluetooth nè.
I'm back. Can you hear me? Kim, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Now, Rahim said it's a network problem. So if you go out and then come back in, it may fix itself.
Yes.
So what could be some solutions to all of these problems about marriage in your country and other countries?
Yes. I think that at school, you know, the students should be educated. Um, Educated about sex, about marriage, about love, and you know, um, I don't think that women at the age of 18, from the age of 18 to 20 or 22, they can't have a marriage, right? I think more than 25 or 26, it is okay for them to get marriage because they have to spend some time, right, to adapt to, I mean that to be grown in their mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
About love, because love is different from marriage, right? Maybe when you can love someone very much, but when you get marriage, you also get something. I mean that something happens, and you have to know how to deal with these problems so that divorce can't happen after their marriage. Because you know some people they just divorced after 2 months or 3 months, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and in Vietnam, there are a lot of divorce, right? Um, because they can easily love to each other and they don't have a long time to get to know each other. Maybe they just love for 2 months and they agree to get married. But when they live together, they will find out some, I mean, some bad personalities of each other, and they can't not adapt. They can't train their behavior, their thoughts to remain uh, remain a marriage.
Yeah, let me say, here's my solution to the problem
Yes.
about this. In America, since we have this number of 13, 16 having sex before the time, you know, I believe the whole entire thing could be fixed if we just take all of the single mothers and re-educate them in America. But before that happens, in other countries, my wife still lived with her parents. Okay, my first wife, and she stayed as a virgin because of her father. And the father is a very important figure in the household. So in order for a family to grow, you must multiply. So I do believe in polygyny. So let's say a woman don't like a personality of a man, and the man don't like her either. Okay, so she has to go what she came in with. So if she came in with nothing, she gets nothing. She has to live with her family members. She has to move up. But if there was another female involved, it will make the relationship better because they can work together for one another. It's all about the man's personality in perspective. If a man is just a sexual beast, then that woman must be educated on his needs before they get married. Before marriage, there must be some fundamental ground for everything he's doing. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, yes, I understand.
So if a man says, okay, this, I always tell females in advance, I believe in polygyny and you must be a virgin. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you have some qualities that I don't like as a man, I'm always active. I like to do multiple things. You cannot sit around and get lazy. You cannot. If a man can do this in advance for all women, then the world will be a better place for a man. But if a woman becomes a polygynist, a person who says, I need a sister wife to help me, women are not as, you can say, illogical as a male. They don't have as many hobbies as a male, okay? Men like to do things. I literally go outside and I see guys moving all of the time. They were either working, being physically active, gaming, okay? But I don't see that in women. In America, they don't do those things. All they do is sit at the house. It's very unhealthy to stay on your phone and then think you're living the life. No, it's not about take away the phones and you'll see how much stuff that men like to do over women. That's the first thing. And I don't believe in marriage anyway. I believe in agreements, mutual agreements. I believe in ceremony. I don't believe in marriage through the state or the government, because the marriage through the state and the government causes a woman to become weak. She wants to change her mind. I can get money from him if I get a divorce. This is a problem all across the world. It's starting to become a problem. And in America, we have something called a prenuptial agreement. And this prenuptial agreement protects a man's finances.
I see.
And this is not right for a woman to say, I changed my mind, I'm going to court. That's not right. Okay. So we have to have agreement in advance. There are women who get stood up at the altar because they don't want to sign a prenup with powerful men. Powerful men don't want to marry just one female. They want to marry multiple women. They want to take care of women. Okay. So you got women who are already doing polyandry. Polyandry is the being of a woman being with multiple husbands. They already are doing that. But what happens is that once a woman gets pregnant, she becomes useless. She cannot make any more babies. She cannot make any more babies. So family growth is out of the question. And then we have business, which is the man's finances. Now, if a woman has a business, I'm asking you a question, Kim, before I start talking about reincarnation. If a woman has a business, would you want that man to divorce you and take half your money? I'm asking a question, Kim. What do you think about that?
So I think that if I'm a rich woman, right, I don't need anything from a man, right? I just need care, honesty, loyalty from him, because I can earn money by myself, right?
Yeah, but my question is that if you are a wealthy, successful woman, put yourself in the man's shoes. Women don't care about men's shoes. They don't put themselves in the predicament of a man. A man is very simple with a lot of hobbies. So yes. I'm asking you, if you're a wealthy woman and you go to another country for a male to marry, okay? Yes. Now you communicated with this male for many years. You are successful, okay? You chose to marry him. You made every complete direct decision. You have done it. You got married in his country and you are married now. So you bring that individual back to your country, and that person wants to change that guy wants to change his mind and take half of your income. How do you feel about that? How would you feel about that?
Yes, of course, I will be hurt a lot. Because if I love him truly, right? But he behaved not like me, right? So maybe very hurt, and maybe I can't love anyone again, right?
And that's exactly my situation, because I brought my wife from Ethiopia. She was a virgin. She followed my instructions. But guess what? Now I got more standards. The next time you marry, you ain't getting married this time. You're gonna make sure you're gonna make an agreement. Marriage is a tool, like what do you call it? Collateral damage. Yes. And that is dangerous. So if I don't want to be with you no more, I divorce you and take your money. That's wrong. Okay.
Yes.
And that's the reason why people file for prenuptial agreements in America. The men have to protect themselves. Okay.
Yes. If you are hurt once in your life, maybe you don't believe in love in marriage, right?
Well, how about this? It's not about love. It's more like an agreement.
Agreement, right? Yes, so agreement.
When I think of love, my definition of love is like this: you give me something, and I will give you something. Wink, wink. Right?
Yes,
that's love. You get what I'm saying? But if you don't want to give me, that's not love. Okay. So love is also in trade a business. Okay. So it's a trade. Okay. And sometimes some people give too much. Okay. And they got to be careful with that. And that happened to me a few times. Sometimes you'll give something to someone they're not reciprocating. I can't pronounce the word. They're not receiving you well. So when you give too much love, they don't give that love back in return, and that's what most men do. They do that to the wrong woman,
Yes.
and this causes a cycle, and it has to be broken. Okay.
Yes.
So that's my definition of love. It's trade. Okay, this is what I want. This is what I'm gonna do for you, right?
Yes.
And then you ask me for what you want, okay? And then we can have a ceremony. The word marriage to me means getting married to the state or the government, like collateral damage type stuff. Okay, you can have a ceremony. What's wrong with a ceremony? I don't understand the difference. Why people disagree with ceremonies? It's the same thing.
And you know, ceremonies is I mean that we have two kinds of celebration for wedding. The first is ceremony, and the second is celebration. Ceremonies is take place at a church, right? And you know, a celebration is taking place at a restaurant to invite your friends, your relatives to have a party, to right. And you know, the ceremonies is also the witness for your marriage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yes.
so that's how I narrow it down. I narrow down marriage as a governmental thing, and then you just take out the government, and everything will be okay. Take out the government. The government has no right to be in family issues. I truly believe that the only time the government can involve themselves in family issues is if an agreement is made. That's a good marriage, in which people, if I go into this marriage through the government, and the government is going to give me extra tax money, see, you can get benefits for being married. There is small benefits, but it's not really a great amount of benefits. For the man loses more in a marriage than a woman. And this is not right. Okay. So if a woman changes her mind, make up a story, whatever, blah, 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 it should be automatic from the door. Whatever you come in with is what you leave out with. If you have children, whoever has the most money holds those children. Okay. That's how I see it. Because I don't want to be in the shoes. You understand what I'm saying? You're a successful woman. You made 2 children out of this husband you married, and then he runs off. Okay. Now the thing with a woman being with multiple men, that happens all the time. This happens because the female is not trained by a father. He is not trained by the patriarch, which is more logical. And if a woman has multiple penises, she can't possibly make more children than expected. She can only have one baby at a time, or triplets or quadruplets, while a man can have multiple wives and have 10 children, okay, which increases tenfold, okay. And I try to tell people this, but they don't. In America, they look at it as male ego. It's not ego. It's not ego. It's about family production and family growth, okay.
Yes. So you know that I watch a lot of movies from America, and I see that, you know, making love. I mean, having sex, right? For people, they are so young, right? Maybe under 18 years old, right? They are 13 or 14 or 15, right? 16, right? And do you think that it is the reason why they often break up, right? They often have break up because they have sex at early age. Do you think so?
Well, before we talk about that, okay, after this subject, I'm going to talk about reincarnation. This is almost about to be the hour. Okay, the America is just corrupted. It's from the bottom. you can't stop, because the America started off with slavery, and slavery begots breeding, interbreeding, external breeding. Okay, these breeding is a contagious thing because of genetics. So if you really want to know the core reason why we have all these problems, it's because of genetics. This breed belongs over here. This breed belongs over here. But in reality, it's all about family growth. Again, there's lack of education for women. The men are not, they're not born to be romantic, because they don't watch romantic movies. Men don't watch romantic movies. It's those women who watch romantic movies because they're not attracted to the men they're with. Romance means to me is that a woman is basically not attracted to you. You're not attracted to me if you need romance. If you know I'm a sexual beast and there's women out here who have sex with men on the first day because they're naturally drawn to them. Estrogen levels, testosterone levels, that romance is gone. When that female is in heat, she's not going to be romance. She don't care about romance. This is the thing I try to tell guys all the time. I said, women tell me all of the time, when she needs romance, she's not really attracted to you. They told me this because if a woman is attracted, you know how it is. They
Yes.
want to do it. Now you may have seen some American movies, okay, but there are movies where it shows that females in heat and they are very attracted to a male, and then they'll have sex without the romance. I'm like, dang, that was quick, okay? Okay, so you got to think like that, okay? And then we can understand each other. Romance is learned. It's learned through a process. But to be a natural animal, that's just how it is. But the fittest. Okay. Okay, when she comes back, I'm gonna talk about reincarnation, about this slavery connection, okay? But other than that, it's very important that everyone tries to be educated, but sometimes some people and some cultures miss out on that education. So those individuals who basically are not educated has sex with people who are uneducated as well to create bastard children. And when you have a bunch of individuals who are two uneducated individuals, right, Kim? They're two uneducated individuals having sex, that destroys society. But white America has thought about this between the 1940s and 50s, the 50s and 60s, called the Golden Age, where religion rules king and where the patriarch was the strongest. It was called the Golden Age in America. That you can look it up yourself, in which there was 10 years of peace, though slavery still, was occurring, and Jim Crow laws and the civil rights problems. Yeah, I have to understand that they were more educated between the 50s and 60s than any other time. Okay, but other than that, I do want to talk about reincarnation. Slavery begots reincarnation. So when people die, people don't understand that you may become anything in your next life, because people are drawn to the flesh like moths to flame. So when people are drawn to moths to flame to come back into this life, if you want to believe that, understand that reincarnation is real if you just do your research. In every religion is key to understanding what the cycle of life is. Okay, I believe in my past life, I was an Indian girl. What about you, Kim? Have you had any dreams that you was a girl? Did you have any dreams, or you was a boy in your past life? I can't hear you.
Yes. You are talking about dreams, right? You are talking about dreams in a past life,
Okay.
right?
Hold on. I don't know who this is. Hello, man. Who are you? Hello, man. You got to speak now. Hello.
Hello, guys. Good afternoon. Yeah.
Good afternoon. Good morning. Because my time is morning time. It's 5:13 a.m.
Yeah. This time in Indon in Vietnam. Yes. So I have just
Okay.
wake up. Yes. So
How have
excuse
you
me.
been, man? You just joined here. I'm about to get out of here. I'll only be on here for an hour. I usually post a stream in my public group and in my private group. So if you're just getting in here, you got to listen now, okay? So it's nice
Yeah.
to meet you. And you're from Vietnam, right?
Yes, I'm from Vietnam. Yes, that's right. Yeah.
All
I have
right.
just enjoyed video. Yes.
Okay, so how old are you, man?
I'm 33 years old.
Okay,
Yeah.
how's life treating you over there? Are you keeping safe from the COVID?
Yeah. So we still lock down. We still close border. Yes, so I have to stay at home nearly 6 months. I have to quit up work be,
Hmm.
because I'm a tour guide. Yes, there's no international flight open for in that moment. So that I don't have any client, any customer go traveling in Vietnam. So I have to stay at home. Yeah.
Okay. So Kim, let me ask you. I'm gonna ask you this question. Have you ever had any experiences that you were someone else in the past life?
So, so in fact, I have just studied English in 2 years, but I don't have many time to learn day by day. I have to work hard every day. I don't have many time in my house. Uh, Almost I have to work about 25 days to 28 days every month. I have to start very early, work out from 6 a.m. to until 11 p.m. Yeah. So I don't have any time to learn so much about English. But in that moment, I have many free time, so I want to focus to improve my skill English. Yeah.
Okay, so when you want to learn English, slow and steady wins the race. I can understand you. You speak very well, man. You speak good.
Yeah, I'm so happy to hear that. Yeah. So you know I when I have free time I will often take about for 30 minutes or 1 hour to learn new vocabulary every day. But I don't have many chance. I don't have many opportunities to speak with anyone. So I will for, forget all of that new vocabulary very quickly. Yes. So in this time, I want to try speak as much as possible to try to remember all of the things that I have learned.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see something. Okay. I don't like this camera. It has like pointed this way when I do that. Okay, but anyway. But of course, you're welcome here, man. Where did you see my link at? Did you see it on the public page, or were you inside of the private group?
I sent the link to the groups I joined.
Yes.
I joined 3 groups: your group, right? Vahe group, and mine. I shared the link to his group, right? So he joined us, right?
Yeah. I see the link. That's Miss Hương send a group messenger. So I
Yeah.
have choice immediately. Yeah.
Yes. Right.
Okay.
So yeah.
There,
So I
there's
have
also, okay. Go ahead.
yeah. So I have just woke up. Yeah.
Woke up
Okay.
too late. Yes.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
4:17 p.m. now in Vietnam.
So I feel a little bit headache. Yes, so I sleep so well today. Yes.
Yes. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So please understand that if you want to find my group, just talk to Kim, and she'll
Yes,
tell you.
I will add him. I will add him to our group, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm talking about my public group too as well. I have a public group that I show videos and I
Yeah.
show a lot of things that Americans are watching in
Yeah.
America. So if you go to Tim will tell you if she wants you to know, because I don't want
Yes.
to seem to be infringing on anybody's space. Okay. Um, my name is Mandel Evans on Facebook, so you know how to find me. And of
Yes.
course, we was talking about reincarnation. And I was talking to Kim. I said, "Have you ever had an encounter or a dream that you were someone else in your past life, Kim?"
Uh, yes. You mean that you asked me if I have ever seen about a dream talking about in the past life, right? You mean that?
Yeah. Have you ever had visions when you were younger that you were someone else? When I was younger, I used to have dreams that I was a little girl, a Native American girl, and I was in a tent. And I remember this clearly. I kept having this dream. And this white guy with a cowboy hat came in the tent and stabbed me with a spear. He killed me. Okay.
Yes.
And so reincarnation is something to think about. And it can also be linked to slavery. So we are living in a dominion where we're in a prison planet. So our souls are being regurgitated into life constantly, constantly. And this has been written through all religions. Okay. So there's really like no escape from it unless you don't want to be in the physical body anymore. But did you have any experiences of any past life?
Mm, actually, I seldom have a dream in my sleep, right? Not often, right? But sometimes when I đi trễ giờ. Okay, rồi, okay, wait.
So if Mr. Evan, I I can call me Mr. Evan, right?
You can call me whatever. You call me Manny. You can call me Man. You can call me whatever you like. Okay.
Yeah. So excuse me, I have a question. So what topic we are talking about?
Oh, so far we talked about multiple topics. Okay, we talked about Americans and traditionally. Kim wrote this to me. You can also write to me in the private chat. You see there somewhere you can write to me, and I'll post it so everyone can see it. We talked about traditionally Americans and Asians have very different ideas about love and marriage. I break that down into many different
About
things.
or,
Okay.
or we are talking about different about marriage, right? About marriage between American and Asian, right?
Okay, hold on. Let me finish. Okay, let me finish. Basically, Americans and Asians, of course, we all have different ideas. It's
Yeah.
just a lack of education that causes the women and men
Yeah.
to create a catastrophe in society. And
Yeah.
so it just goes on in America. We talked about that. We talked about romance.
Yeah.
Men are not romantic creatures. They're just basically not born like women
Yes.
learn to be romantic with men who they are not attracted with. We talked about that as well. And of
Yeah.
course, I talked about slavery in America, and I also talked about reincarnation. So you
Yeah.
just came in here
Yes.
near the end of the hour, okay? So do you have any questions, man?
So I don't know what questions should I ask? Yes. I have been to American about 4 years ago. Yes, I have been to Washington, New York, and Las Vegas. I have played casino in Las Vegas, but I lost. I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
And yes, so I think I already I very I'm so impressed about America because I know that's a multicultural countries. There are many kind of nationality comes from many other around the world to work there. Yes, so there's a culture point that I so realize about America, where I get into some places such as restaurant, supermarket. I notice if I walk behind someone, if they open the door, they will spend the rest of their hand to keep the door for other people are walking behind them. Yes. So I think that's very polite in the culture in America. Yes.
Yes,
And
yes.
yes.
Okay, hold on for just a
Yeah.
moment.
So and I felt food in America is so rich. I think so, and everything is so big, from proportion of food to the building to the side of road. Everything is so big. I noticed that. Yes, everything is so big, and I see everything is so clean. Everything is so clean. Everything is strict. Everyone drives the car on the road very strict. Yes.
Hmm. Yes. Go ahead.
Yes.
I can hear you.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
you're gonna in America. You're gonna need a car, or you're gonna be catching the bus. Okay.
I so yeah. So actually in New York, I sitting on the I sit on the East Coast train underground rồi, train underground, yeah, underground, yes.
How
And
did you make it to America? How did you get into America? Did you come by?
so actually, I go with my friend, with my three friends. Yes, we go together. About we spend 2 weeks in America. Yeah? So you know my
How did you get about to come to America? Is it through a visa, tourist visa?
yeah, absolutely. I have to apply a visa before I come to America. 6 months. Yeah, I have to apply a visa. So you know it's difficult. It's difficult to apply visa as you are Vietnam as you are Vietnamese. Yes. So we so luckily we there's no one failed to apply visa to America. Yeah, I think we are so
Okay, so
lucky.
who sponsored you? Don't you need a sponsor to come into America in order to be a tourist?
We go to America as a tourist. Yes, no one no one invite us to America. We just apply documentary to American Assembly. Yeah.
Oh, so basically no one sponsored you. You did it on your own, right?
Yes, no one invite us. Yeah.
Can you tell us what type of visa that was? Because you know I don't recall what visa it was. You know.
So I have to prepare many documents. Yes, from you know from the documents from the paper proof my working. Yes, and from the and I have to the detail a bank that I have transfer that I have transmission every month every day, and I need to have something about money or really estate to prove I will stay forever in America. I need to prove to them I will come back Vietnam after I finish my trip. Yeah. So you know I prepare many questions in my mind, but when I but in the uh, appointment day, I go to Assembly American. They just ask me 3 questions very easily. The first question they ask me, where do you go? Where did you go? Yes, I said I will go to America, and they ask me second question, uh, how long will you stay in America? I said 2 weeks, and the third question I so surprised. They asked me by Thai language, be, because in my paper I write I can speak Thailand. I can speak Thai language. So I asked me by Thai language. They asked me, can you speak Thai? And I said, yes, of course I can speak Thai. And then he smiled with me and he checked my passport, get into, yes. And I know I graduated. Yes, I passed over. Yes.
Congratulations. Hey, let me
Yeah.
tell you a secret though. If you ever become a tourist and you step foot in America, the first place you should be focused on is trying to get employment to see if you can talk to a manager to actually sponsor you and to actually hire you. Because if a manager from any
Yeah.
company or any business, you'll get a B1 visa. I know this because I used to fill out the forms. If you can get to a manager and say, hey, I want to really be in America. I want to
Yeah.
work. Hey, that
Yeah.
manager, if he's like really, he's going to fill out that I-94 form for you and the
Yeah.
I-90. He's going to fill those forms out and they will put you'll be working for them. But
Yeah.
the only problem with that is that you'll be a liability upon America if you don't have someone to sponsor you and to help you. But some managers will make a way for you. The
Yeah.
managers at any company in America, pretty much. If you're
Yeah.
Asian, if you look Asian, you can get an Asian job and they can help you too. Okay,
Yeah.
definitely. So next time, if you do step foot in America, try to look for employment because you're really enthused about wanting to live in America, and they can help you.
Yeah. So you know, I know there are many people. So they richer than me. Yes, they richer than me. They have a lot of money, but they still fail to apply visa, go to America. Yes. So I
Yes, a
think
lot of
we
a
will.
lot, a lot of individuals in other countries they don't understand English.
Yeah.
This is a problem for most countries, especially in African countries. I know this because I'm like, why can't they just do the paperwork? I can see the paperwork, but they
Yeah.
can't understand the English. Okay.
Yeah.
So Hassan, how are you doing? Why are you coming in here late? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Actually, I was so much busy with my work for this matter. I couldn't join. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing very fantastic and things are going pretty well. I don't know about your live topics. Can you tell me what you are discussing right now?
Okay, here. I'm gonna go down the list of things, but we're not gonna talk about it. You can rewatch the video. Okay. We talked about Kim talked about Americans. Oh, here it is. Okay. She talked about traditionally Americans and Asians have very different ideas about love and marriage. We talked about romantic love in marriage. We talked about slavery in America. And we also talked about reincarnation. And I don't want to keep repeating myself, but that's why I say to join these streams because I don't like repeating. We can talk in another stream, but I have a limited amount of time. You know,
Yeah,
it's
right. I
really,
think you already talked more than 1 hour. Uh,
yeah. And
so
I'm also
I
talking to more guests.
sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't notice your streamer link. Okay, for this matter, I think I couldn't join. Okay, so another stream I'll join. No problem.
Yeah, yeah. I post the link on my public page and in my private group. So if you're too busy, then just be busy until later. Because sometimes I change my hours. It's throughout the weekend now. I have more time because I'm getting up at different times. I'm resetting my clock. I'm not really doing just Saturdays and Sundays. I'm doing the weekends as well. So if you got to be prepared, I may pop up in there and say, anybody want to do a stream? And then people will hit me. This is why I do the stream because people say, yeah, I like to talk about some stuff. I'm a dynamic teacher. I am not
I
an
know. I know.
academic
You
or
are
a
a dynamic
professional
teacher.
teacher.
Okay, I know.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Go ahead.
So today is Sunday. For this matter, I think you are free, and you told that Saturday and Sunday is your off day.
Yes, yes. Saturdays and Sundays are the best days because I don't have my daughter. Okay. When my daughters are with me, I'm not usually available because I try to show my undivided attention to my daughters. Okay. Sometimes they'll be on, but very rarely. Okay.
Okay, if you wish, you also can make some stream with your daughter. So why are you not making any stream with your daughter? You have two
Well,
beautiful daughter, so I think you can make a stream with your daughter.
yes, I've already made many videos on my YouTube page with my daughters in it. Okay, but when I'm doing streams, I got to get your attention first. I'm doing a stream. If no one says they want to get on the stream, then I don't do a stream. Okay,
Okay.
the streams and my live videos are different, so you know how to look for me. Okay, just look at my YouTube. You can see all my YouTube. I have Martheus Knowledge 1, Martheus Knowledge 2, Martheus Knowledge 3, and 4. Okay, there's a lot of
Yeah,
videos on my
I
daughter.
saw you have the YouTube channel, okay? And you know that I'm a very big fan of you, and I always watch your video. If I can join, but I watch your video, when I get free time. Yeah, I know about you everything, okay? Like YouTube channel, Facebook group, Facebook page. I don't.
Okay, I don't join other groups because those other groups are predominantly controlled by individuals who are not American. And so I made my own private group and also public group. And so and sometimes when I join those groups, some people get mad at me because I'm not showing enough attention. And I say, I can't be the father to everybody, okay? I can't be the father. I got things I got to do. So go ahead, Hassan. Anything else you want to say?
No, what I can say actually, you already talked more than 1 hour, so I think you are so much bored right now. So I think you are going to finish your live stream right now. I think. So
Yes,
what I can
yes.
say, I have no question
I'm
for
not
you.
bored. I'm not bored. I am not bored. Okay, when I do streams. Okay, I'm happy when I do my streams. Okay, so man, do you have any questions?
Okay, so I have some question to you like that. Uh, how I can improve my accent? That's the problem. Actually, I'm trying to follow an American accent, but I'm facing a lot of problem to uh, pronounce some American word. So, how I can remove my shyness or hesitation? Can you inform me or suggest me anything?
Okay, when I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, I learned that my brothers and sisters and everyone around me had an accent. They talked like this. Hey, what's going on, man? What you doing around this corner, man? What you doing? Okay, what you doing? I was taught that if you have an accent, you're uneducated. Okay. So if you try to eliminate the accent and you speak slowly and clearly, then white men, okay, the white masters, okay, will basically see you as a token, okay, because they can hear you very crystal clear. I want to sound crystal clear. I do not want to sound like I have an accent. Do you understand me? Okay. And so when you speak like that with no accent, then you are focused on clear pronunciation. Right, Kim? Okay. Your mic is muted. Okay.
Pronunciation, not pronunciation, because some Americans they also say pronunciation, not pronunciation. Maybe you have some spelling mistakes, and then when you pronounce it, we say pronunciation, because pronunciation we don't write you we don't write you in pronunciation.
Yeah,
Can you
yeah.
get my
I
point?
understand.
Okay,
Pronounce.
can you
Pronounce
tell
you
me
also have
which one
you,
is
right?
correct?
Pronunciation, we
Just
don't have you in this word.
I have a question, okay?
Yes.
Like that, which one is correct? Is it pronunciation or pronunciation? Which one is correct? We should emphasize on A. Am I right? What do you think?
Pronunciation. Pronunciation. Pronunciation.
Four
No, no,
syllables,
fourth.
like
The stress on the fourth.
pronunciation. Pronunciation.
Hey, but let me tell you something about
Pronunciation.
this pronunciation and pronunciation. Let me tell you something here. Most Americans don't pronunciate their words correctly anyway. They don't. The word chocolate, for example, it's incorrect. It's not chocolate. It's chocolate. Okay? And so
I know.
it's an example of how Americans don't really care. The whole purpose is to be understood. So
Yes.
if I make a mistake,
Yes.
I don't mind being corrected. But there's a lot of Americans who don't like being corrected. You understand? So the moral what I'm
Yes.
saying
I
here,
understand.
the moral and the point is what I'm saying here is to practice slowly and surely you will get it. Okay. You have to say every word, precise cat. Like in Nigeria, I told a lot of Nigerians, can you say the word cat for me? And some Nigerians will say cat that. And I'm like, I didn't say cat that. Right? I said cat. Straight.
Oh,
It's one sound. They can't even sound it. Okay, so you know how difficult it is to say one sound. Okay, this cat, it's with a K. Okay,
cat.
cat is spelled CAT, right? Okay,
Right.
so but you have to say it like a K, cat. Okay, and that's how you say the words. You have to say each word and pronunciate that word correctly, or it'll be thrown off. Okay, if you have an accent, it's a memory thing. So I can't help you there because I didn't want to sound like everybody else when I was younger.
Yes.
But
So I
okay.
so I don't think that it's easy for us to have American accent or British accent because we are old. Just some kids maybe under 5 or 8 years old, and then when they live in an environment in which they speak native languages, so they can have American accent or British accent. We just need a good pronunciation is okay, right?
Yeah, there's
Because
no such
all
thing. There is no such thing as an American accent. Got it?
yeah,
But
no,
there is such thing. There is such thing as the British accent. Okay?
yes,
See, there's
yes,
a trick there. Watch it now. There is no such thing as an American accent, but there
yes,
is such thing as a British accent. Understand the cultures.
yes,
Okay? American means there's too much diversity. That's what America means.
yes,
Diversity. Straight
yes,
across the board, your country, from every accent, it's in America. But if you want to speak proper English, you
yes,
must understand that is no particular country. It's
yes,
just
yes,
called proper speaking English. I am a native American speaker. I do not have an accent, so I do not sound American. Okay,
yes,
I was
yes,
told
I
this.
think
So
as
you,
your
you
native
understand what I'm
is
saying?
in American, for this matter, I think it's not very on yourself actually. As you live in American, generally you can speak in American English. As we live in Asia, like
Well,
our mother language is not.
let me clarify again. Let me say it one more time to you again. There are some there. I'm about to have an interview with Labna. She does not speak Egyptian. Her language is crystal clear more than all of you combined. You know Lamna, Kim, correct?
yes, yes, I
Now
know.
I'm going to have an interview with her on Monday. So if she shows up, you'll hear how clear, without an
Yes,
accent. Sometimes
yes,
her accent pops up just a little bit, but most of the time she does not speak with an accent. I repeat, an accent is usually when you are slipping, okay? You're
yes,
slipping on the English language. You got it,
yes, 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 yes,
Hassan? You're
yes, I got
slipping,
it.
okay?
Yes.
Actually, I didn't hear you properly. Can you tell me again, please?
Okay. Again, there is no such thing as American accent because of the diversity. I am speaking proper English. I if I'm living in I've talked to people who live in foreign lands and they speak proper English and I'm shocked because they don't want to be like everybody else. Got it, Hassan?
Yes.
Okay,
Right,
so
right.
Right.
Yeah.
you can live in Egypt and speak proper English, but the accent will make you an ethnic group or a culture that you tend to follow. I don't follow the culture. Okay,
Yes. Right.
I
Okay.
follow a culture of logic and pristine clear. I want to be precise. Okay, you understand? I don't want to
Yes.
sound like, "Hey, I'm from New York, man. What you doing? What you doing?" That sound like Rocky or something. I'm like, "What you doing around here? Man? Why you parking in my car?" Or something like that. No, I'm not Italian. Okay, I'm not. I don't even sound black. Hey, what's up, man? What you doing over here? What you doing? What you doing? Well, I mess you up, man. I don't even sound black. Okay, so you understand
Okay.
my point
Okay,
here?
fine. So I have some question to you about your election. Okay, like in November, I think your election is going to happen in American. So which team or which party do you support? Are
Well,
you supporting Donald Trump or another?
okay, I don't really vote or anything because I know everything is rigged. Everything is rigged. So I would like Donald Trump to be president or Ben Sharpio or Candace Owens or Larry Elder, but they are being paid not to run for presidency. So Trump is the best right now because he's alpha. Okay, alpha means he doesn't hold his tongue. And when he tells you that media is false news, he's the first person to talk about it. So he's obviously right. He is the president of the United States. So I don't hate on Trump because I don't know him. I don't know the man. You don't know him. No one knows him, but they don't like him because he said grab him by the pussy or he tweets too much. No one's perfect. Okay. And Kim wrote here proper English. Yes, yes. There is no accent in proper
Yes. No
spoken
need.
English.
Yes.
Okay, so let me. You also wrote something else here. Let me see. But I need to like this.
Proper. Is it proper? Proper English. My pronunciation is correct.
Yes. Okay, I was taught this in school by my teachers, my white masters. Okay, so when I talk like that, when I say white masters, I'm talking about I was trained by mostly white folks. Okay, so you compete against me, and I'm a colored person, and then you tell me you're master slaves. I said, yeah, they're master teachers. I'm like, where you get your training from? Okay, I'm like, here, hold on. We only need clear and good pronunciation, so that everyone can understand. Yeah, you know, when you have an accent, right? It's considered cute, okay, in America, especially if you're not Caucasian or Black, African or Latino or Spanish. Okay, but other than that, you understand what I mean now. I'm pretty sure you understand. I mean, so man, do you have any questions before I get out of here and exit out?
I don't know what question I should ask you. Yes. Yes.
Okay, Kim.
Yeah.
No questions. We have talked a lot.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
within 1 hour and a half.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now. Go ahead. Go ahead, man.
So I have a question. When you have a next when you have a next topic, next big meeting room, how can I know?
No, don't worry, man. I also add him to our group, Mendel's group already. Don't worry. He is in our messenger group, right? And then you can see the link, right?
Yeah.
You can
Okay.
try
Thank
it.
you. Yeah.
There's a private. I might make another group. I don't know. Okay, you only can hit 50 people in a private group. The private group. The private group is where I know who's interested in listening to me.
Yeah.
And if you don't pop up in there, I'm going to delete you. Kim is going to delete you. Labna may delete you, and I'm not responsible. Okay. But I make that group so I know who can hear me when I am an American. Okay, speaking native. And so there's not like that. There's not a lot
I
of
have a question to Management sir. That what you changed your Facebook name, so you added Ex-male like that. So why you changed your Facebook name?
Oh, that's a good thing to talk about. Okay,
I also wanted to ask about that question. Yes, because I saw that you changed your name on Facebook, X Mendel Evans. So it means that it's extremely, right?
Huh?
X Mendel, right? So X, what does it mean? What do you mean?
I put that there. I put that there because there are copycats on this guy, this Bangladesh guy. He wants to copy my name to get attention. So he don't want to delete his name. So when you search my name is unique. It can't be copied. My mom named me that name, and it cannot be copied. My daughter's name cannot be copied. Now, there's some names that have the first and last name in America, but I don't want to be searched and fit in with everybody else. I don't. If you type my name in, you can clearly see my face only. Got it? Okay.
I think you can use URL. You know, URL universal resource locator. You know, you can use a default URL for your account. I think that can help you so much to find people very easily.
I don't understand what you said.
Do you know about the URL? URL. It means universal resource locator, so that people can find you very perfectly and easily.
Oh well, I don't want to be too private. If you put your name,
I'm writing in private chat. Just follow me. URL.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. You better talk to me in the inbox. That's technical stuff. Okay.
Okay, fine.
The reason why I put the X is because, you know, the guy from Bangladesh, he wants to copy my name, and I reported him because that's not his name. And it says in Facebook, you must be the real person. And somebody's
Yeah,
impersonating
I
me.
wrote my
But
URL link
Facebook,
on private. Just look my URL. My URL is shoban.rdm. Okay, if you search it on Google or other things, you will get my all kinds of social platforms. Okay, like if you search on Facebook, that www.facebook.com/shoban.rdm, you'll get my only my profile. Okay, that's my
yes,
URL.
Hassan, I understand you, but I'm talking about Facebook. Okay, this is it's a search engine in Facebook. When you go to Facebook, there's a magnifying glass. If you type in the name, it will pop up. I'm talking about Facebook algorithms. Okay, we're not talking
Okay,
about URLs here. We're talking about just typing in the name and automatically
okay,
popping in. Okay, what you're talking about is completely different, and I have no idea what you're talking about. Talk to me in the inbox. And I want you guys to understand, thank you all for joining the stream. And understand that stream only allows 20 hours per month. Okay? This is why I only
okay.
do 1 hour sessions. Okay? There's also a restream. Restream is also very good as well. Maybe one day you'll be on that together. But if you're on my public page, you're on my private page, you will directly get my information. Got it? Okay, you
Yeah, I
guys?
got.
So
But other than that, thank you, Hassan, Man, and Kim,
yeah,
and everyone else who was on the group page. This is a great, interesting topic, and
yeah,
you can rewatch it. Oh yeah, after this is over, you can share it. It's going to be posted on my public page. It is going
yeah,
to be posted on my public page. Okay, so you'll see
yes.
it on the
Thank you
Yes.
public
so
page.
much.
Okay.
Bye bye, everybody.
Bye
Y'all have a
bye,
good night.
everybody.
Bye, everybody. Yes.
All right.
Bye.
Bye bye. And so, as I say before to all of you, hello to all, and to all a good night. Ho, ho, ho. And I'm going to be getting my ass off of here. And I hope I haven't wasted my 20 hours again, because I can't keep track of it all. I can't keep track of it all. But of course, some people just basically need to slow down. I need to slow down for some individuals, which is okay. I don't mind. But I'm doing this free of charge, people. So I'm a noble individual, okay? But of course, we talked about multiple subjects. You can rewatch it if you need to. So I love you all, but I hate the many of you who just basically just don't like me. If you don't like me, I don't like you, okay? But of course, you know why I'm here. To try to talk, give therapeutic purposes, educational purposes. And I'm just all over the forgotten place. Peace.